Yeah. Well, guys, ça fait gaz, ça fait gaz, ça fait gaz. Mon activité gaz, je sais très bien gaz. Moi, les fois comme si la pas connaît mieux. On va regarder vidéo ça par si c'est pour une fois tomber sur channel là. So avant même moi avant même moi dire comment moi les, m'a dit songer abonner. Tout ça avant songer abonner. D'accord guys, songer abonner à la chaîne là guys. Après ça, songer guys, pour qui fait sur channel là, moi les frantzdecimus et channel YouTube dans les DECIMUS Family Empire. So songer abonner à la chaîne là. Partager le bas amour, inviter les amours à abonner à la chaîne là. Inviter les amours, inviter les femmes à abonner à la chaîne là. C'est son channel qui apporte un peu d'informations pour vous, qui apporte un peu d'encouragement pour vous, un peu de motivation pour le channel. Qui apporte de web bagages qui fait que parfois on est négligé. Channel qui permet que vous montrez genre de business de café que parfois on négligé. So, et puis la peu de retirer stress tout. Il y a un petit bagage pour de retirer stress sur les tout. So, on va tout bagage channel là. So, songez à abonner à la chaîne là. Oublié ma monter l'écran. Déjà fait noir pile. Well, guys, so, m'a sur travail. Et puis, on l'a appelé là. So, on l'a appelé là, enfin. Donc, j'entends ma bon mari. Hein. So, hi guys. Um, um, well, guys, please like and share the live, guys. Please like the video and share it. Um, so, as you can see, my thumbnail is is about a soccer player. His name is Seydou Keita. He's um he's an African football player. We call it football player, but here in America we call it soccer. That's how they call it. Yeah. So so what he just did just a couple probably 2 years ago. I don't remember exactly. Started a business in his country, like he's opening a oil factory. Now start gaining some money from his investment. So that's what I'm trying to let you know, guys. The best thing to do in life is always investing, investing your money. No matter how much you have, always try to see if there's a way you can invest some money. And one of the best things you can do is try to find some partner. Feel me? Try to find some partner so that you can invest the money. So guys can have a good amount. The bigger the amount is, the better investment you're gonna be able to make. Especially if you already have a plan. So now always try to find someone that thinking like you. Like even though sometimes you might not have somebody that was thinking like you, But you might influence somebody. Let them know, you know what, man, well, I'm trying to open a business. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that, but I don't have. I need more fun. This is what I have, or maybe you don't have the fun, but you have the idea. You might come to them and then let them know, you know what, this is the kind of idea I have, but I don't know if you're interested about it. If you're interested, let's try to make this happen. Let's try to find some fun. 'Cause a lot of big company you see today, most of the time they didn't have money. They didn't have the money. They just they just had the idea, and then they make it happen. Like if you think about um what is his name again? Uh, I forgot his name. Now he's a multi-billionaire. Forgot his name. When he was started with Microsoft, they, they, they didn't really have money when they were started. With the computer, with those stuff, they didn't have money, but they were just started. When you have the idea, you should believe in that idea. Believe in it and try to find you something to do. Unfortunately, I didn't put in um, the thumbnail I just uploaded. It's in French. It wasn't in English. It's in French. It was a screenshot I took from Facebook. Sometimes you need some people that can encourage you to do something like to do better with your life. It's like this dude. He used to make a lot of money, like millions of dollars with Barcelona FC. It's football club in Spain. That club is in Spain. You probably some of you probably used to hear about that club. Messi from the same club. This dude, there was a time he used to play with Barcelona FC football club. Then after that, he decided to invest his money. Later on, he just decided to invest his money in his country. Now, and that's what we need to do. So most of the time, even though you keep gaining money, like work, you have some money, but if you do not invest it, you're gonna lose all of it. And that's what most of the time that's what happening to our sportive, our football players, soccer players, NBA players, or singers. Most of the time that's what happened to them. They make the money and then they lost all of it, like in a couple years later, just because they do not invest it or they didn't learn how to invest it the right way. They keep wasting the money. So that's why I'm trying to let you know about it. You don't even have to have money. Those people, they had money and then they waste all of it until they become poor again. But yo, I want you to know that. I want you to know, even though you don't have money, you can try to open a business and then become a multi-billionaire or a trillionaire, stuff like that. Anything. You can become anything you want to. If you take with your head, take with your your mind. Use your mind. You probably used to heard about DHL. Those people, they were started on their mom car garage. Like it's like most of them successful company. They didn't start it with a lot of money. Most of them didn't start it with a lot of money. McDonald's the same thing. Even though the first people who created McDonald's, they sold it. They sold it, unfortunately. They sold it to somebody else, and now that person make it become what it is right now. but what I'm trying to let you know, you need to always think me. Always always try to get into traffic. I know that was gonna happen because it's raining really bad, guys. Um, so I want you to try to do that. I want you to open a business. I got some videos on this channel. That will let you know how you can make money with YouTube, or you can make YouTube a business, make YouTube become a business. So I think it would be good if you could have it sometime, take a time to look for those videos on my YouTube channel. I got a playlist with them, so um, if you don't have no idea yet how to open a business, you can start with a YouTube channel. YouTube channels, you can use it as a business. So the best thing to do in life is creating a business. That's what you work. Think about it. You're working every day. This money will never become a millionaire or a millionaire or billionaire by working like the way we're working like now. The only way you're gonna make this happen is by creating a business. So you should always think about it. What kind of business you can create it. You need to always think about it because you can do in some. All of us, we came with a gift on this world. On this world, we have a gift. We came with our own gift. So let yourself find what your gift is, and then use it and create a business with it. Never said, man, this thing I will never be able to accomplish it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yes, you can. You might not be able to finish it, but your kids might finish it. You need to start it. That's the best thing is start it, and that's the hardest part too. Started is always the hardest part, but you need to do it. Don't let your kids um go up with and start working the same way you've been working so hard, like a 10 hours job, a 9 to 5 job, a 7 to 7 job. Feel me? You need to do the best you can to make sure they don't have to suffer the same way you've been suffered. And the only way you can do that is by creating a business. That's the only way you can do it. That's the only way to trust yourself and then do the right thing. You probably have a lot of friends. Let them know, hey, this is the kind of idea I have. Or if you don't have an idea, you can tell them, hey, you know what, man, it's time for us to find a way to create a business. I don't know what kind of business yet we're gonna do, but tell me what idea do you have? Let's think about business now. We keep drinking every day. We keep wasting our time every day. Now let's think about something that's gonna be important. That's gonna change your life tomorrow. You feel me? Try to like motivate them about something like that. Sometimes some of them, maybe you didn't have an idea yet, you didn't have a plan yet, you didn't have any, you've never think about creating a business. But maybe one of your friends they were thinking about it, but they're scared of tell you about it because they know you're gonna laugh at them. They know one of you gonna or all of you are gonna keep laughing at them, so they don't wanna let you know, hey, that they're great idea they have. But maybe when you open that door, you tell them about it, and then they're gonna do it. They're gonna say, okay, you know what? I had decided. I was thinking about creating this thing. What do you think? You feel me? That's when they're gonna let you know what they have, what they'll be hiding in their heart. Sometimes they wanna tell you about it, but they couldn't because they know you guys gonna laughing at them. You're not gonna take this seriously. Because most of the time, that's what most of you have been doing. My friends, when I first came here, they used to keep laughing at me. They used to do this a lot about because they were in this country way before me. They would do high school stuff like that here, which means their English way better than me. So when I went to I was taking a test for selling life insurance with Primerica. I was with Primerica. They were contacting me, so it was a friend. A friend take me out to that place, Primerica, which is a company that's selling life insurance, stuff like that. So I was so happy with it, and then I decided to be a part of it. So and then I had to take my test so I can start selling insurance, life insurance. So when I went to do it, the first time I went, I didn't pass the test because at that time I came here. I was probably just 1 year. I probably had only 1 year since I came here. 1 year or probably 1.5 years. Yeah, since I was there. So since I was in this country, which means my English wasn't good at all. So I was able to say some words because in my country we learn English for like 7 years, but it's like the grammar, the rules. So since we don't make practice, so it wasn't easy for us to, especially for me to talk, and my worst problem was the listening. I can barely understand what when I'm talking to somebody, I could barely hear what they were saying. So now um, so when I went to take the test, they were like my family, some of my cousins, and some friends. Some of his friends. They were saying they were keep laughing at me. Said I will never pass that test because them who live people who live then cannot pass that test. So how do I think I'm gonna pass the test? They were keep laughing at me every time when I'm studying. The first time I went, I didn't pass the test. My cousin girlfriend passed the test. But the second time again, but the thing is I didn't pass the test because I didn't know the computer was gonna throw away 15 of them tests, 15 exam of them tests. So I didn't know about that. So when well, I guess, yeah. And then the first time I didn't pass the test because of that. The second time the same thing happened to me again. Because when I would pass the test, when I took the exam, when they give me the answers, I realized I have only 85 question. I said no, I answered all of them questions. So the girl they couldn't she couldn't find why I couldn't find the other questions. The second time I came again, the same thing happened. So there's another dude. He was there, so that was him who told me, hey, you know what? When you take the test, the computer gonna throw away 15 of different questions. So when you're taking the test, you need to make sure you answer all of them questions good, because you're gonna throw away like any of them 15 questions. So if you don't answer all of your questions good, that's that's how you're not gonna pass the test. You're gonna barely pass the test. So that's why the third time when I went over there, I passed the test. And then they could, because them two first times they were laughing at me, and the third times I passed it, they couldn't believe it. And there was a lot of people over there that was saying the same. They said, "Man, this test is not easy. How you pass it?" There was another dude who went to take the test to selling car insurance. When he heard about it, he said, "Man, I'm gonna open an office, man. Come work with me, but come work with me so we can. So you're gonna selling the insurance, and me, I'm gonna selling the car insurance." But you're gonna selling the life insurance. I didn't do it because I changed my mind. I moved to Texas instead of living to Florida because at that time I was living in Florida. So um, but what I was trying to let you know, you can do anything you want to. If you want to, you can make it happen. You see, I don't even speak English, but I was able to pass the test because I used to speak. We used to learn English in my country, study English for 7 years. Like once you get to high school in my country, you start studying English, the rules, so we can read. We can read it. Since we can read it, we can understand the language. So it wasn't difficult for me to pass the test. My only problem is speaking the language because I don't really practice it. That was my only problem. But them, they were laughing at us, at me until I showed them that I could pass the test. Until I passed the test. So that's why I'm trying to let you know. Don't let people keep laughing at you when you say you want to do something. Because you can do it. They don't know what you can. Only you know what you can do. Don't let nobody stop you from accomplishing your dream. So all those stuff, I was taking them tests because I was planning to open my own office one day when I first came here. I took the test for how you call it, to be it's officer not officer. I mean, how to call it again? Security. I took the test for a security officer. Do I say the right way? Yeah, I guess so. But I didn't work on it also. Like there's a lot of stuff I learned here. I didn't even use them. But at least it's always good every time you have a chance to learn to take a test about something that would give you an idea. Okay, it's like we open the door. If one day you cannot find no job and then that's hard to find, you can go with it. So that's how it is. Selling life insurance is something you can make a lot of money with it. But me, I didn't do it. I gave up money because I don't like forcing people doing something. I feel like especially my people, they don't like having life insurance because they are scared of. They always take the odd one of the like their contract probably gonna hurt them. If you see what I don't say the word, they probably gonna hurt them just so that they can take the money. You see what I mean? I don't want to say the word exactly, the right word. So when I really feel like every time we come to talk about it with my people, they didn't really interested. So man, I'm not gonna force because I don't like forcing people. I feel like they feel like when you come to talk with them about it, they feel like it's like they feel like they're annoying. It's like if they could say something bad too, they would say it because they don't like they don't want to hear about this thing. So I said, you know what, I'm not gonna. That's all. That's why I gave her money. And I feel like it's like forcing people doing something they don't want to do it. And especially at that time, um, the only people I would be able to convince is like people who speak my language. Because to selling life insurance, you should be better. You should be able to sell life insurance to somebody who speak English. You should be able to. You should be should be able to speak English fluently. While I couldn't. So I didn't see me going to talk to somebody, selling life insurance to somebody who speak only English, and then while you're gonna realize, man, he can't even explain himself in English correctly. So I said that's why I gave up. But if I stay with them, now my English would be really fluent, fluent. But um, I had to make a choice, move to Texas. So I could still doing it when I moved to Texas. I let them know that they said, man, okay. They were trying to send me to another place where they have one, where I could because they still have life insurance. They still have for America and Texas, but I didn't trust it. So Cause just because I didn't want to sell it, because I don't feel like people don't really interested with this one, like especially people from my country. So that's why I gave up. Um, I didn't feel I didn't like it, but yeah, that's why. But what I was trying to let you know is like most of the time people are gonna tell you you can do this, you can do that until you prove them different. Like in my life, like almost most of my stuff, people always think I can do this. You're not gonna be able to do this. Well, I always show them, uh, um, um, yes, I can do it. So that's the way you should always think about it. Don't let people tell you you can do this, you can do that. No, don't let this happen. Show them yes, you can do it. I remember there was a time I was gonna be a police officer in my country, especially um, like secure a police officer to secure the palace of my country, the palace, the president palace. Especially it was gonna be we used to call this US GPN in my country. Um, he was gonna we was going to be to secure the president and the palace and a musician, at the palace, at the presidential palace. They used to say, "Man, you're not gonna be able to do to pass the test, like, cause it's scary. They're gonna shooting like close to your body. You can die just because they didn't want me to get in there. Cause I used to play with the best music school in that country. So one of them teacher of that school was a teacher too in that palace, presidential palace. So who they think he was the one who forcing me, who opened the door for me to go to that school, to the palace to become a police officer. While it wasn't him, so now they were giving him trouble in that school, and my pastor too were giving um my band leader some troubles because he think he was complice in it. While they didn't know nothing about that. I just knew about it while I just knew about it, and then I went to take the test, and then I passed the test, the music test. Then they had to um, give me another no, I have to go out there because it's raining. So they have to take me. They have to take like all of us who pass the test. They have to how do you say that here? How say it? Like put you in a place, like put you in the academy, take us to the academy so that they can train us like about the how to carry guns, how to all those stuff. And then the more the people keep putting me in a situation where they 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 block the way for me. When they keep saying, "No, you're not gonna be able to do it. This is gonna be hard," I said, "Yes, I can do it." Um, when they realize I really want to do it, they block the door for me. Now, when I went to the palace, they they don't want to let me get in. You see, they don't want to let me get in. So um, they always say, oh, "Not today, not today, not today." He's not gonna. The person that I should meet today is not here today until I gave up. But that's how they do it. But it was I gave up. It's not because I want to. It's because every time I went over there, I understand they're not gonna let me make it happen. Because it's what for the school I used to play for. The, the school I used to play for. Um, Probably they do whatever they could so that they're not gonna let me do the job. They have that become the police officer. But if it was for me, I would make it happen. When they keep saying we're not gonna be able to, yes, I can do it. I can do it. If I said if somebody else can do it, I can do it. That's all. That's what I was thinking. I'm probably gonna take longer to make it happen because everybody have the talent. Somebody probably gonna learn it faster, but that's it. I may taking longer to make it happen, but I'm still gonna be able to make it happen because that's all I was thinking about. That's the way I am. But unfortunately, they blocked the way for me. That's why I didn't become a police officer, especially one of the highest one. Um, and then I was gonna teaching music inside of that school at the palace too. So I'm gonna teaching them how to play trombone the right way. I said that there because they most of them they read another key we call key of C. But most trombone we can play key of C too. We can learn of this key too. But most of the time trombones um we play with the key, we call it key of F. But we still have key of F. We got some other keys though, but most of the time it's the key of F. Most of the music, that's how you're gonna find the partition. So I was gonna learn them the right way, so this part, because they didn't know this one. But unfortunately, they blocked the way for me. But that was life. So I guess because God didn't want this happen, so that's why I give up. But me, I never like when people say I can do something, I always say I can do it. I can do it. I'm probably gonna take longer, but I'm still gonna be able to make it happen. Feel me? So guys, so don't let nobody tell you can do something. Make sure you open a business. That's the only way you're gonna become a multi-millionaire. Especially at this time. You see, they're trying to taking all them jobs away from us. Probably in the next 15 years, 20 years, most of them jobs gonna be automated. Automation gonna take away most of our jobs. So make sure you guys open a business. That's the only way you're gonna save your life. That's the only way you're gonna be able to survive. Is by creating a business. Trust me. That's the only way you're gonna make it happen. Make sure you create a business. Hey guys, bye bye. I love you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Um, I'm sorry for my accent, guys. My English is not really that good, but at least I try. I try for you guys. I try for you guys. You see, the video I was gonna make it for my people. Like I said, my people who speak Creole. But I said, let me let me sometimes make some for you too. Feel me? Especially when I realize who the kind of person um who comment. If I realize it's most of them are already English, so I'm just gonna try to do the best, do best I can, which is make just talking English. Um, and I know you're gonna appreciate it. Maybe my English, not maybe I know my English is not perfect. You probably be laughing too, but at least I make the job. I make it happen. Probably gonna understand most of what I'm saying. That's what important. That's the most important part. Okay, bye. I love you.